right wing reactionary, Steven Crowder, I guess, who is best known for, going on college campuses and trying to get people to debate him on just, really stupid stuff. Um, gets called out by this person he tries to debate who was doing some street art, making, some type of mural, and Steven Crowder gets called out by this person. This person is wanting to engage, wanting to debate Steven Crowder, Cold Feet Crowder, as, Sam Cedar calls him, because he's not willing to debate Sam Cedar because he would know he would get destroyed. Cold Feet Crowder shows his cold feet again and goes full Karen and calls the police on this person. So let's check it out.
Hey man, do you mind if I ask is this your business here? Yeah, you had to board it up. This is your business. Oh, is this your business here? Oh, did they ask you to paint this here? You painted this because God told you to.
I like that.
Oh, okay. It's actually very nice. Who is this that you're painting? For who? Soto. Can you tell me about Soto?
Justice for Soto. He was rumor has it that he had pulled a weapon on a police officer when they had stopped him.
Okay.
They had said that he had a gun, but everyone else is saying that he just had a cell phone.
Right.
So because of that, people want justice.
By the way, I'm Steven, by the way. We're not supposed to social distancing, right? Apparently riots cure COVID. So do we know for sure if he had a cell phone or if he had a gun?
And then apparently the riots cured COVID. Steven Crowder, if he had actually been out to any of the hundreds, if not thousands, of protests that have been happening for BLM, for the Black Lives Matter movement, you would see a vast majority of people actually wear masks at these protests, unlike what you're doing in this video.
Yeah, do we know has there been any reporting on the story to know what's true? Because obviously there's been a lot of misreporting out there on both sides.
Right, and that's the problem, because on the news people who covered the people who, I forgot what news channel it was, but the people who covered the story, they went along with the police and was like, yeah, it's true with the police.
Of course they did. Corporate media, almost more times than not, without doing any type of fact checking or corroborating the stories, the narratives are being told by police, they more oftentimes than not just print that as fact, and that's horrible. That's why you really need to question where you get your news from.
They went along with the police. They wrote it in the newspaper to say that it was true that the man had a gun, but it was never, the video of what happened was never released to the public. And the reason why they say it was never released to the
because
public
of probably what it showed
was because they said it was too gruesome to show the public. But how was that too gruesome when if you look into the public network and the things that they showing to the public, what ain't gruesome?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Don't let me get this.
Fair point.
I'm talking about all the people who've been murdered,
right?
And the videos that they've been putting out into the news for us to see. So how is this too gruesome? Why they want to put the evidence out and show us what happened to this man? Matter of fact, right now we still looking for the evidence. Like when y'all go back,
video.
Where's the video that shows that DeSoto that he had a cell phone? And until we had that video, we want justice for DeSoto. Everybody wants justice.
Can I ask you something though? Because I understand that you're leery of the police. They said he had a gun, and you're saying, well, why did they accept that story? Right? We should have some evidence.
No, I'm not saying why. What I'm saying is, why didn't they give out the evidence? Why didn't they show the video of what happened? They never showed the video. They never showed the video of the officer who had shot him. They never showed the video that was on him.
Yeah.
I read the story. They never showed the video. So how are they able to just throw it away? Just throw the whole case away? Just like, come on now. If it was a black man, and somebody say a black man stole the president's daughter, but they ain't got no video to show it, they ain't finna just throw it away. They finna go frisk down every black man till they find the president's daughter. So why isn't they giving justice for this man?
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what if he did have a gun? Because
no, it's what if. We don't give a fuck about a what if.
No, hold on a second. But my point is, like you said, a
That's
lot of people accepted the officer's story.
We wasting time with the what ifs. That's the whole problem. A what if. We don't got time for the what ifs.
No, don't we have time for the truth, though?
Yeah, just the truth. That's all we got time
for example, George Floyd, terrible. The man has been charged with third-degree murder, right?
Right.
That's a good thing.
He said he got what? No, that's not good. It's not good because it happened.
No, I'm saying it's close.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm letting you know it's not good because it happened.
No, I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying at least at that point the officer has been held.
No, I don't give a fuck about none of that. That shit don't matter, bro.
So what
matters is the message get out that was not right. That's what matters.
Well, I think the message is out.
No, I don't think so.
Do you think that breaking windows and the looting gets the message out, or do you think it hurts the message?
All of it is the message. Everything, all of it is a part of the message.
Well, and as Martin Luther King said, rioting is the language or the voice of the unheard. If people aren't able to see their grievances, remedied through, I guess, what you would say more conventional means of protesting or voting or whatever it is, you don't give people any outlet, then that anger, that rage is going to lead to these other undesirable consequences.
Whether it's looting, whether it's painting on buildings, whether it's drawing on t-shirts, whether it's wearing certain shoes, all of it is a message, and it all needs to get out. It all need to get out.
I think this is, I don't know the story exactly. I think this is beautiful.
Everybody can't draw.
I think this, well, that's true. But people can't loot. People can't commit crimes because then that's a violation of other people's rights.
But the police can kill people.
No, they can't. They shouldn't.
But they have been.
They have been. And now people are looting and both are crimes.
No, and now people are rising up. That's what it
is. Property destruction, looting, never raises to the level of killing somebody for God's sakes, and to try to make that as some type of equivalency is just disgusting, and just really goes to show Steven Crowder's very racist and capitalist worldview, which makes sense because let's be clear here, racism and capitalism are intertwined like that. It's like that, seriously.
Rising up. It ain't looting. It ain't rising up. I'm gonna tell you, is it justice when a black man gotta die for something he didn't even do? Ask that.
No, it's not justice.
No, it's not.
Neither is looting and rioting.
No, I'm gonna tell you what
Neither
is
shooting innocent people.
I'm gonna tell you what is looting, and I'm gonna tell you who is getting treated unfairly.
Okay.
Black people is getting treated unfairly. We built this country on our fucking backs. Every day, we still get up and pay taxes, but yet we still get treated like we are not human. That's what's not fair. That's what's looting. Us putting our time into this city and into this state and into this world, and yet we still getting treated like we animals. That's what's looting. So stealing our time.
What should happen?
Stealing our time when we could be spending with our families instead of going out here and working these jobs to pay taxes for the same police officers who don't give a fuck about us. That's why the people are looting, because they are showing us that there is no future. Without no peace, there is no future. We sparing y'all. The people are sparing all the
sparing you.
The people are sparing the people who don't care. All y'all who stay in these high rises and these very expensive buildings, and y'all hiding out.
They should be.
Yeah, y'all should be hiding, because y'all the ones who are turning y'all heads to the mistreatment that's going on in this world. Y'all is getting spared right now because the people in this world is showing y'all that we want peace. We showing y'all that we want a future. That's why everything ain't burnt down yet.
That's showing peace.
Yes, that's showing peace.
I want to understand.
What is peace? What is peace? Hold on. Let me tell you something. United States.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
On America was raised on the Bible. That's what it said, right? But how come the people who so-called run America, who said it was ran off the Bible, is not treating the people like the Bible said the people need to be treated?
Well, that sounds like a lot of generalizations. I think some white people are, and some white people aren't.
Man, we ain't got time for some. That's the problem. That's the problem, bro. This is the thing right here. Everybody needs to be held accountability. Accountability needs to take action in every nation, because black people has to take accountability. Every time a white person call the police, listen to me for a second.
I'm listening.
Every time a white person call the police, what they say? A black man, meaning black people have to take accountability. Yeah. So when these white people was killing these officers, white people need to take accountability for what white people do too.
Sure.
Just like black people take accountability. Every time a black man do something, what do the news say? Black man this and black man that. But we'll let a white man do something. And you better not ask this out too. Every time a white man do something, what they say? A man.
No.
Yes, they do. They don't never say white man.
Let me ask you this.
It's true.
That's not fair, bro.
What do you
That's
think?
what's
How
not
should
fair,
I be
man.
held accountable?
Man, listen, man.
I'm trying to see how I can do
No,
my part.
no, no.
What do you
You
think
know
I
how
should
to do your part. This is what you do.
I
If you're
don't.
not racist, I'm gonna tell you this, and I hope y'all get this on
I'm
camera.
not racist.
If you're not racist and you're a white person of any other nationality, or you are any other nationality besides black,
Yeah.
and you go home and you hear your friends and your people talk about our people like we ain't nothing, but when they go to school, they want to be best friends with us, and they want to be like us, and they want to listen to the music that we produce.
Isn't that a good thing?
I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all need to speak up and tell y'all people to stop being racist.
Mm-hmm. And what Steven Crowder said there is not true. Saying I'm not a racist, that doesn't mean anything. Being a racist, as Ibram X. Kendi points out in his excellent book, How to Be an Antiracist, I just started it, is you're either engaging in racist behavior and action, or you're engaging in anti-racist behavior and action. Not a race. Saying I'm not a racist is not a thing. Steven Crowder clearly isn't engaging in anti-racist behavior and action. Therefore, he's engaging in racist behavior and action.
Okay,
Because
stop
y'all
being racist.
because y'all sons
Stop being racist.
No, I don't even see it recorded. Because y'all sons
It's
and y'all
recorded.
daughters.
Stop being racist.
Y'all sons and
Stop
y'all
being
daughters
racist.
love us.
Sure.
Y'all sons and y'all daughters, they come to school, they want to be like us.
Okay. Isn't that a good thing?
So stop telling them to be racist. Stop speaking
No, I
racist.
said don't be racist.
Yeah.
Don't be racist.
That's how you take accountability.
Yeah.
Again, saying don't be racist isn't a thing. You gotta actively work to be an anti-racist. Racist isn't a pejorative term. It's not a slur. It's a descriptor. You're engaging in racist thought, behavior, and action. That makes you a racist. If you're engaging in anti-racist thought, behavior, and action, that makes you an anti-racist. Steven Crowder obviously doesn't understand this at all, and that's to be expected, honestly, by a lot of people in the United States. The United States was founded on the enslavement of the African American people and the genocide of the Native Americans. Racism and white supremacy are currents that have been running through the United States since its founding and continue to. And it's super important for white people like Steven Crowder and myself to constantly work throughout our lives to engage in anti-racist behavior and action. He is not doing that. Therefore, he is perpetuating racism.
Don't be
Go
racist.
home. Don't come out here and pretend in front of your friends because y'all grouped up and it's 5 white people and y'all want to sit around and talk about black people because they are in a group now.
I'm just asking you. I think
Don't
it's
be
good
like
art.
that. Don't be biased.
Well,
Don't be a mob.
biased?
I'm just saying. I don't know if it's you, but it could be you. You got the same
Well,
skin
I don't
tone
know
as
if
the
you
rest
alluded,
of
but
them.
it could be you. But I'm assuming it's
But
not.
we're not here talking about that though. We talking about
No,
what the problem is. No, we're not
I think
talking
the
about.
problem
We're not
is
talking about
rioting
is
and
Gabriel looting.
Yeah, I think
Did you
that's
ask
the
me is
problem.
Gabriel?
That is, Jesus Christ. The problem is not looting and rioting. The problem is police brutality. Police absolutely brutalizing communities of color, black people in particular, as well as other marginalized groups, poor communities. Since the police have been founded in this country, again, they were founded as slave patrols. They have the police in the United States are from freaking slave patrols, for Christ's sakes. That is the problem. Police brutality, our racist, white supremacist security state. Rooting or rioting, looting, quite a bit lower on the totem pole of problems here, and Crowder's trying to make this false equivalency that's saying like that's the huge issue, a few stores burning down, but all these people getting killed by the police, that's on the same level. Property destruction, people getting murdered by the police, they're about equal. That's disgusting, and it, again, shows his racist and capitalist thought patterns.
Is your name Gabriel?
Did you ask me is Gabriel looting?
Do you mean like
No,
Archangel?
you never asked me is Gabriel looting. So that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is how do we hold accountability? How do we hold accountability as a nation? That's what's important because that's what's going on. Just like I said, every time your people call the police.
Whoa, that's pretty racist. Don't be racist.
Bro, that's not racist. I'm going to tell you what it is.
What if I said your people and said you're all criminals? That's terrible.
Again, it's not being racist by saying that, because in fact, people of color can't be racist because they can have prejudiced outlooks and mindsets, but they can't be truly racist because they don't actually benefit from these larger systems and structures that benefit white people. So it's not racist, Steven Crowder. He obviously doesn't. He's not very well versed in the shit he talks about. It's very clear. Go back to trying to debate people on college campuses. Maybe you would have more luck there. But this dude is absolutely destroying you, Cold Feet Crowder.
That's a fact. That ain't no racist. Your people is the one who's calling the police saying black people.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
not a
I don't
racist.
call the police and say black people unless a black person commits a crime.
Stop talking for a second. You came to record me.
I was
So
asking about your art.
stop talking for a second.
Well, no, I'm asking you a question. You
Stop
people.
talking.
Steven Crowder is getting so triggered right now because this guy's calling him out on his shit. He's like, yeah, you came here to record me. Let me talk. Let me talk. It is awesome, man. Crowder ain't used to people not pulling punches like this person. It's awesome.
Stop talking. You're not even humble enough to stop talking. How you gonna come to ask black people about what they're going through, but you can't even humble yourself to stop talking?
You talk most of the time.
And you want to waste my time?
I'm not one.
Man, listen.
What should we do?
Listen.
I'm listening.
Listen.
Yeah.
Your people, when they call the police on our people,
White
when the white skin complexion call the police on the black skin complexion, they say black people.
Yeah.
So that means that nations need
Some
to take.
people do.
And that's not a racist
But
comment.
not all white people.
Just listen, man. Stop interrupting me, please.
Well, you just said you people.
Stop interrupting me, please.
Go ahead.
Your people, white people, is what I said.
Right.
And that's not a racist comment. That's a fact. Because that's what. Stop. Don't interrupt.
No, but you're wrong. You're saying racist shit.
Don't interrupt me.
You can't say you people do and then say not all white people are the same. It's like not all black people are the same. Not all white people are the same. It's like not all black people are the same. Does the owner know that you're doing it?
And then so Crowder's not letting him talk. Crowder spouting off this bullshit of saying this dude's saying racist stuff when what he's saying is fact. White people all over the country calling the cops on black people, on people of color, and knowing full well what the consequences of that can be. And unfortunately, oftentimes it leads to black and brown people dying at the boot from the gun of our racist white supremacist police state. It is also deeply tied to our capitalist system and propping up the owner oligarch class. So the person Crowder wasn't letting this dude get his points in, wasn't letting him talk at all. So he's like, I'm done. I'm done. And then this is where Crowder gets all upset and goes full Karen.
Did you talk with him about it? Is this art or graffiti? Is it art? Is this your business?
And then he's just trying to disengage, and Crowder keeps just spouting off, talking shit. He's lucky he doesn't get hit, honestly.
Is this your business?
Thank you, bro.
It's not your business?
The interview's over. I'm going to start recording. You keep harassing.
Is this a business?
Yeah.
Is it your business?
Now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have someone call the police
See,
about
what a little fucker. Because this dude, he wanted to stop talking because Crowder was not giving him an opportunity to actually answer the questions or to get his point of view across. So now he's like, is this your building? Are you doing graffiti? Oh, let's call the police. I mean, it shows how fucking racist he is and backs up the exact same point he was making. He says it's people that look like you, white people, calling the police on black people and the disastrous consequences that often result, and for him making this beautiful mural about this person who was killed by the police, more than likely wrongly, because as he pointed out, they're not releasing, the videotape evidence. And so Crowder is pissed off. He's acting like a complete Karen. So now he wants to call the police so they can try to harass and or imprison or brutalize this black person. And look, I mean, Jesus Christ, That's what the plywood looked like before. This is what the plywood looks like next to it. It's a fucking improvement, Crowder. I mean, Jesus Christ, this right obviously him calling the police on this black person for making this beautiful mural, that is a racist behavior, okay? So, I mean, Jesus Christ. Crowder's fucking trash, man.
I'm not all over the news. Because it's private property. Maybe the business owner is fine with it.
Part of the community association.
Okay, what does that mean?
Deep Ellum Community Association.
It's allowing people
I'm
to
the vice president. We allow busking and we allow murals.
So who's the name of this business owner? What's his name?
I don't know. It's none of your business.
Is he okay with it? Don't get behind me.
He's been okay with it twice. He's done this twice.
The business owner?
More than once.
Oh my God.
He's done this twice at the business.
The business is okay.
What's the name of the business owner? Who's okay with
Using his white privilege to try to stop me.
Well, if it's vandalism, I think it's beautiful. But how about this? I'll bring in a canvas. How am I a coward? I just sat there and spoke with you.
You're a coward.
Really?
You can't face me. You're a coward.
I'm facing you right
What's
now.
your name?
My name's Stephen Crowder.
You're a coward.
What's your name?
Coward.
What's
Stephen Coward.
What's your name?
I'm Gabriel Thomas.
Gabriel
And
Thomas.
you're being a coward.
How am I being a coward?
Because you're
I'm
trying to
trying
stop
to
me.
talk. I'm not. I don't think you should vandalize.
You're trying to stop me.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I ain't vandalizing nothing.
Jesus Christ. I mean, really, this is what in today's day and age, 2020, summer 2020, in the middle of a pandemic, BLM protest all over the United States, and huge, massive wealth, income inequality. The world is burning, facing the world's sixth mass extinction caused by humans. And Stephen Crowder wants to harass this black person for making this beautiful mural dedicated to somebody that was killed by the police. That really shows just how disgusting he really is. Get a fucking life, man.
You encourage murals, but does the business owner encourage murals?
Every business out here encourages murals.
Every single business.
The government here, the city government here encourages murals. The community association.
What about the business owners?
There's murals on every fucking wall.
But there's also vandalism on every wall.
This isn't vandalism.
I don't know if it's vandalism.
We pay for murals.
I wouldn't want it on my business. I own a business. I wouldn't allow it.
Right. Then go to your business and not allow it.
Well, I just want to make sure that this guy knows.
What a guy, Crowder's such fucking trash.
What's his name? Do you know the contact information? Since you're part of the city commission, I would imagine you had a vote.
I'm not part of the
Community commission.
I'm not part of the community commission, whatever.
Okay, community
I'm a part of the Deep Ellum Community Association.
What does that mean?
We pay for murals to be around here. We pay for artists to improve artists. We support artists in this community.
Okay.
This is an artist in this community. We're standing up for this artist.
Yeah.
And
he has permission from the business owner.
He has permission from the community association.
And what authority do you guys have? Are you guys an elected city government?
We pay
even ask these questions.
Well, I'm a citizen. I have the right to call a police officer.
Sued, brother.
You want to sue me?
Yeah, you about to get sued,
Stephen Crowder.
Stephen
Crowder. I have a half Asian lawyer. His name is Bill Richmond.
And you're a half a
Flat
fucking
Richmond
asshole. And you're out here.
What? Again, what? That's the hallmark of a racist person trying to deflect when saying, "Oh, I have a partner, I have a wife, I have a boyfriend that is fill in the blank person of color." And Stephen Crowder is, "Oh, I have a half Asian lawyer if you sue me." So it's like just example after example of this video of Stephen Crowder showing how triggered he is, not allowing this person to actually, get a word in edgewise, and just Crowder just really showing, how racist he is, and either he is very, ignorant of that, which might be true because honestly he doesn't seem like the smartest bulb in the light bulb box, or he's just, in denial about it. Maybe a combination of both.
Stop black people from being rich.
From being rich?
Yeah, being rich.
How am I trying to stop you from being? I want you to be rich.
No, you don't.
I want you to be a business owner and not have your stuff destroyed.
You're trying to stop this on be on the news for sure.
I hope it is.
I got people who gonna look at you.
What about me?
You're just a human and you're trying to stop something bigger than you.
You're bigger than me?
No.
What are you, about 145?
This message is bigger than you. Bye.
You just supported rioting and looting.
Bye.
Okay. Let me ask you this then. What do you think about the kicking in of windows and looting?
Who's supposed to be Superman? Fake ass Clark Kent hairstyle wearing ass boy.
Oh,
The fuck is this?
sounds pretty racist.
Racist?
Yeah, it sounds pretty racist.
Because you look like a fake ass Superman with that weak ass haircut.
Yeah, you look like a fake.
They got Superman with that weak No, Crowder's oh, that's racist. That's racist. Oh my god. Dude, Crowder is so triggered. It's awesome.
Get it. Get Wu-Tang. It's summertime and you wearing a thermal shirt.
Can we do that back
You don't
and
even
forth?
make sense.
Can I break balls? Can I break balls too?
He out here trying to stop a black man from doing what's right.
Yes, I'm trying to stop anyone
He's
from committing
trapping me.
crime.
He's trying to trap me. Thank you, brother.
I'm not trying to trap you. If the business owner is cool with it, I have no problem.
All right.
No problem. The business owner is cool with it.
If he
Let me ask you.
No, get out of here.
I'm not, but I don't think.
I'm not.
But I support business owners.
You think you're what? You think you what? You think you're what? You think you 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 what?
Look at that. And then that's another fucking racist little remark that Crowder just said. You think you're, bucking any type of negative stereotype with how you're acting towards me. It's like, geez, he wouldn't have said that shit to a fucking white person. God damn, Crowder is just complete racist fucking trash. I mean, what else can you say, dude? Harassing this person for making a mural depicting this person who was killed by the police. And again, example after example during this interaction, during this whole segment that I've shown you of Crowder showing how truly racist and disgusting and retrograde he truly is.
Okay. So let me ask you. Let's go over here and ask you a couple of questions.
We tired of this.
Okay. I'm sorry about your I'm sorry if you were
We tired of this.
I'm sorry.
We tired of this from you.
From me.
Yeah, Steve Coward.
Yeah. There's no way to reason with
Steve Coward.
I would like to interview
There's no way to reason with somebody who don't care about slavery.
I would like it if you back up.
Yeah.
Back up a little.
All right.
I don't want any
All
violence.
right.
I'd like
Get
it
out
if
of
you back
here,
up.
man. Go
Okay, cool.
somewhere.
But if I go back, don't stand behind me.
You the enemy.
Would you grab 5 minutes with us?
You the problem.
Really? I thought you were
It's funny because Crowder is saying, "What are you 145?" And then Crowder's like, "I'll back away. Just don't go behind me because I'm actually really scared of you, and I think you'd probably beat my ass in any type of physical confrontation."
Oh, listen. You the problem.
How do you feel about the looting and
He
rioting?
told you that it's over. The interview
How do you feel about these windows all kicked
The
in?
interview is
Any
over.
comment?
Stop harassing us.
I don't have a comment.
You don't have a comment. You don't think it's wrong. You can't just say no violent looting.
I do shit. I clean up shit.
No rioting.
I don't do this. I'm not interviewing.
No violent.
harassing us, bro.
No violent looting.
He
We're
don't
not
listen,
having
bro.
an interview.
We tell him that the interview
Thank
is
you.
over.
Thank
Bye.
you. Hope you have a good day.
Bye.
And I hope
Bye.
you have a good day.
Bye.
Got it.
Get the fuck out of here.
This is the tough guy thing as you leave, right? Bye, coward.
Bye. Bye. Get the fuck out of here.
All right. Then you see, yeah, I mean, it just really shows how honestly, just again, retrograde Steven Crowder's views are, how racist his views are, and how warped a worldview he has, that he thinks this is the best use of his time and his massive platform. He has almost 4.5 million subscribers on YouTube, and again, there is a myriad of huge, massive problems facing the United States, facing black and brown communities, facing poor folks, facing the environment, both here and abroad. And this is the hill Crowder wants to die on, is harassing this person who is making this amazing, beautiful artistic mural about somebody that had been killed by the police. And just throughout, again, Crowder time and time again shows how racist he truly is, and it's disgusting. I don't know why anybody would support Crowder or adhere to any of the views that he espouses, because it's clear he has no idea frankly what he's talking about, and he's just a reactionary racist, and it's disgusting. Peace, much love.